Everything else outside of Bitcoin incentivizes you to spend it. Ethereum, Metaverse, NFTs, smart contracts, all we're seeing being built on it are these NFTs and these situations that incentivize you to spend it. I understand DeFi is a little bit different, but you're taking a lot more risk onto DeFi. Right? We see what these DAOs have been doing. You're throwing your money on there, hoping you're not the last person to pull out and get dumped on, right?
Yeah.
So everything incentivizes you to put your money somewhere or spend your money somehow in hopes of more returns later. And this is what happens to people to stay poor. You're continuously spending, hoping for a greater something later down the line. Bitcoin is the only crypto that does not incentivize you to spend. It incentivizes you to save, to accumulate and hold, And that is what scares governments more than anything else. That's why no government is worried about any other crypto right now except for Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is the one thing governments want you to get your money and spend it. Get your money and spend it into the economy. If you're buying Bitcoin, you're not spending it. You're spending your cash for Bitcoin, and you're holding that Bitcoin for a long period of time. So that's the problem with ETH, right? People are not going to be able to accumulate enough ETH. Other cryptos are going to come out with more NFTs. We've seen Crow, right? Crypto.com now having a bunch of NFTs on them. So what are you doing? You're spending your Crow. You're doing whatever to buy more NFTs, buy metaverse plots of land. And I'm not saying that there's no way of making money off these things.
Right.
There are ways to make money off these things.
Yeah.
But the purpose of the game, right, just like the casinos are, yes, you can make lots of money in the casino, but you're being pushed towards a way of spending the level of consumerism that we see in regular life in the crypto game. Versus when the crypto game started, it was about buying and holding, and saving and accumulating to grow financial independence in the long term. Versus we're getting the narrative is being shifted away from that, and it's being shifted into spending on all these things that are just big distractions. So if people are over diversified just in crypto, now they're even more over diversified by throwing all this money at NFTs, at every metaverse game that comes out, right? Because that's another thing that's happened. Now everything is a metaverse. Any game that comes out,
you can buy land and everything.
You can buy land or whatever. Hey, this is a metaverse. That's not what really the metaverse is, right? The metaverse isn't about that.
Yeah.
But everything is being pushed as a metaverse with the promise of you're going to make money. We saw Illuvium. Yes, I'm excited for the game. I'm going to play it, but I'm not going to buy land. The cheapest piece of land was like 5 ETH. That's a lot of money that I'm not going to invest into a video game in the hopes that game is going to make me lots of money. There's going to be a lot of people that make money off of it, guaranteed. But it's incentivizing you to take a bigger risk on your portfolio when there's all these games coming out and you never know if they're going to succeed or not. And it's a lot more risk onto your portfolio than it is when you're holding and buying Bitcoin, where it's incentivizing you to save. The worst thing that can happen to Bitcoin is it goes down and you have to buy more. Get rid of more fiat, which is trash, and buy more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Get rid of more fiat, more Bitcoin. Everything else, you're risking losing your investments and then staying the way you always been, poor.